Hi everybody, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in for a pattern tutorial. Look at this one. How pretty is this one as well? This one's a great one for scarves, shawls. So it's quite a lacy texture. I've used lightweight yarn and a 3.5mm crochet hook. You can try 3 if you want to draw these spaces a bit more closer together. But yeah, how sweet is this? And you can see it's just double crochets, but sort of alternating to create this gorgeous little pattern. The pattern is worked up in multiples of 5, and we're working straight into the chain. Okay, really lacy, but really stands out actually quite a lot. Okie dokie. Right, so what do you need? So lightweight yarn, and I used a 3.5mm crochet hook, but you can, like I said, use 3. You can use, I wouldn't go for the thicker yarns on this one because it's quite a lacy pattern, and the thicker the yarn, the bigger the hook, and you're just going to create lots of gaps, and you don't want, unless you're creating something for that purpose. So let's begin. You'll need to know how to do double crochets for this. So if you know how to do those, let's crack on, and if you don't, please practice them, and then we can, so you can see this yarn's very lightweight. So I'm using a 3. I could possibly use, 3.5. You could possibly use a 3 for this as well. So do your slip knot how you do your slip knot. It's in multiples of 5. So, but we are going to make your chain a little bit more extra, because we are going, the very first stitch here is into the 7th chain, so you will lose that length. Okay, so let's work the sample together, and that will give you an idea of how big you need, how long you need your chain. So multiples of 5, let's do 25. I know that seems a lot, but we are skipping quite a few. So chain 25, okay. Just before I begin, you can slow the tutorial down from the settings options. Just a little wheel that will appear on the video, and you can actually pause me, catch up in your own time. Okay, so you can speed me up and slow me down. Let me just move the camera here a little bit. Just bear with me. Okay. So as mentioned before, we are now going to find our 7th stitch and place our first V, and our V is going to be double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. Okay, so chain number 7, so yarn over, so you've got that ready, then skip, you never count the one on the hook, 1 2 3 4 5 6, go to your 7th chain, pop your hook in, pull through 2 and pull through 2 for a double crochet, then chain 3 and into the same stitch, same chain, sorry, do another double crochet. This is what you begin with. We don't chain anything at the top here, but we will now skip 4 and then we'll work into the 5th chain. So yarn over, 1 2 3 4, into the 5th one, pop your hook in and do a double crochet. That's 1. We are going to place 5 double crochets into that same stitch. So we're going to alternate between a V and a 5 double crochet cluster. all the way down the chain. So yarn over again and into the same chain, put another 4 double crochets. So a total of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, one more. I've just used the 1 chain, so this will settle. You can work into the back bumps if you wish, and you can also grab 2 of the loops if you want, but I've just kept it simple for any beginners that want to join. So we will skip 4 again, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and into the 5th chain, do a double crochet, chain 3, and a double crochet for a V. Then skip 4 again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the 5th one, we will do 5 double crochets. It's just a bit tricky because we're working on the chain after this. It is super easy. 3, 4 and 5. You will have 3 stitches remaining, so skip the 2 and into the very last one do a double crochet. And this is what we have. Now the other thing I wanted to point out, depending on your multiples of 5, you can see I've ended up with a shell here, which is, I've started with a V, finished with a shell. It makes no difference in the pattern, in the bigger picture. You might do your project and there's quite a lot of chains, so you might end with a V, you might end with a V on the end, or you might end up with a double crochet cluster. Okay, doesn't matter because the pattern is exactly the same whatever you end up with. It just depends on your multiples of 5, so do not panic if you've done more than me and thought, oh gosh, I'm not ending in this, I'm ending in a V. That's no problem at all. Okay, chain 3 and flip your work. This one is chain 3, it won't be chain 2 at all. Now what we're going to do is just alternate, and the way we're going to alternate is put a V on the shell and the shell in the V. So to begin, find your 3rd double crochet, so 1, 2 and 3. Yeah, so go into there and do a double crochet, chain 3 and a double crochet. Then go straight over to your V from the previous row and place 5 double crochets. It is really simple. We are not counting any more chains, we're just working into the V's and on top of the 3rd double crochet. 4 and 5. Never chain anything at the top. Find your 3rd double crochet, 1, 2 and 3, go onto the top and do your V. Which is double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. Come to the last V here, pop your 5 double crochets into there. Try and make it, because we're working large spaces, try and make your double crochets nice and neat. And in the very last, the 7 chains that we missed here, sorry, 6 chains that we skipped here, you want to go to your 3rd one and do a double crochet. So you have the same little corner here and little corner here. Chain 3, I'll show you this again. When we flip our work, we are now on the shell, 5 double crochets, find your 3rd one, 1, 2 and 3, go into there and do your V, which is double crochet, chain 3 and double crochet. Next one will be a V, place your 5 double crochets into there. next one's the cluster, 1, 2 and 3. Go to your third double crochet from the previous row and do a V. We're back to the shell. And put 5 double crochets into that V. Now you can work in the chain space or go to the top of your chain 3 and place your last double crochet. I advise going on top of your. See how that's forming? It's a really simple and really great one for scarves and shawls. When you chain 3 and you come back, we'll flip our work over, so we're back to the shell. So we'll do a V here, which is double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. We never chain anything on the top with our hook, go straight into each section. So go straight to the next one, 5 double crochets and a V, 5 double crochets, last double crochet on top of chain 3. Let's bring the other one out. And the great thing is it is both-sided. And it's quite nice really, because you've got this is like the back side of the double crochets, giving this kind of texture and pattern, and then you've got the right side facing double crochets on the alternate row, so that also adds, you know, a nice pattern. It is just the back of the double crochet, but it looks nice, you know, with this little pattern. These little details that I always look out for. But yeah, so yeah, go ahead and try this. I think this is a great one. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, for a pattern tutorial. Please thank you everybody for your support as always. Please do send this to anyone who you think might like to make it. Take care, and I'll see you very soon.